Picture a vineyard, no wall, no watchman, just fruit, ripe and unguarded. Now picture someone walking up to it in broad daylight and simply taking it, one cluster at a time, until nothing is left but a bare, stripped vine. That's not a metaphor I'm inventing. That's the picture the prophets paint over and over in book after book of what happens to a people who forget their God. In Ezekiel 38, Yahweh reveals Gog's thoughts. Thou shalt think an evil thought. I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, to take a spoil and to take a prey. Read that again. Not a fortress, not an army meeting an army on a battlefield. A safe people, a resting people. And Isaiah describes exactly what that looks like when it happens. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence. In your presence. The enemy just integrates seamlessly into the house and slowly takes all there is. Not behind your back, not while you're sleeping, while you're watching, while the news is on, while you're going to work. That's the horror of it. It isn't hidden. It's just not recognized for what it is. Isaiah 10 gives us the Assyrian's own account of how he does it. My hand has found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathers eggs that are left, I have gathered all the earth, and no one moved the wing or opened the mouth or peeped. No alarm, no resistance, because nothing looked like an invasion. Joel takes it further. He doesn't describe one army, he describes four. The palmer worm, the locust, the cankerworm, the caterpillar. Wave after wave, each one finishing what the last one started. What the palmer worm has left behind, the locust has eaten. What the locust has left behind, the cankerworm has eaten. What the cankerworm has left behind, the caterpillar has eaten. And in chapter 2, notice how they get in. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. No wall holds them back. No door stops them. They come in through the openings, the windows, the places we didn't think to guard. Our governments, our institutions of learning, our banks, our medical establishments, our religious institutions, our transportation systems, our military, every window and door unlocked, flung wide open. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. If Gog's strategy is spoil, not conquest, plunder, not open battle, we have to ask, has it already started? Look at the last century through that lens, as open doors, as plunder wave upon wave. Wave 1, the money. The link between the dollar and gold was cut not once, but twice in living memory. The vine that held its value for generations severed at the root. No shot fired. Wave 2, the family. The institution at the foundation of covenant Israel, fractured economically, culturally, educationally, by policy, until the household that once anchored a nation could barely anchor itself. Wave 3, the body and the mind. Drugs, alcohol, education that warps the mind, a medical system that enslaves the body to pharmakia and profits from chronic illness, an entertainment system that undermines and mocks all that is good, water and air that is poisoned by the government agencies there to ensure our safety. Ephraim's drunkards, verse for verse, wearing a modern coat. Wave 4 happening now at the gates while the watchmen sleep. Ephraim turns his children over to the murderer. Each wave has taken something the last one left. That's not decline, that's plunder. How is this happening? Isaiah tells us plainly. The leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. The vine isn't stripped by strangers alone. It's stripped because the watchmen who should have guarded the wall were themselves drunk with the wine of power, greed, vice, false religion, pride, and led the enemy straight through the gate they were supposed to defend. Why would he call it Yahweh's army? Isaiah tells us why. He says the remnant who survive this will not do what their fathers did. They'll never lean again on the very power that struck them, begging the Assyrian for rescue from Assyria. The remnant shall no more lean upon him that smote them, but shall lean upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. That's the whole point of the waves, the locust army, not to destroy the vine, to strip away everything else it was trusting in, the money, the leaders, the false securities, until the only thing left standing is the root, the Holy One of Israel, Yeshua, so that there will finally be a people who will do a new thing in the earth. They shall make an oath and keep it, so that Israel will no longer be backsliding children who become corrupted by the other Elohim, gods with a little g, but will stay loyal to the shepherd of Israel. In the next two videos, we will define the far north as a key to understanding end time prophecy, and we will determine what the culmination of this judgment will look like so that we can look forward with hope to Yah's redemption